Welcome, my name is Frances and I will be taking you through your 60-minute Valentine's Day Vinyasa Yoga class. Doesn't have to be Valentine's Day to enjoy this class, but we will be focusing on the heart. And as we focus on the heart today, we have a bit of a faster paced class, and that comes with Vinyasa Yoga. Movements are guided by the breath. We move a little faster throughout the class, and that's definitely going to help improve our circulation and blood flow to the heart. Now we'll also come into some poses that help open up the heart chakra. So a lot of chest openers and back bends are in store for today. And lots of options are in store. So make sure to listen to your body and take the ones that are right for you. Now we're going to begin our class coming down onto our mat. No props are necessarily needed, but if you do have blocks or a yoga strap today, feel free to have that close by in case it's needed. So as we start here, sitting down maybe onto the heels or with the legs crossed if that works better for you. We won't be here for very long. But let's start as we sit nice and tall. Allow your heart to lift and open up. You can have your hands to thighs as the shoulders relaxed. When you feel ready, you can close your eyes. And relax your jaw. And start to bring focus to your breath. Moving into a nice, smooth breath, in and out through the nose. As we start to relax the mind, thoughts that we might be holding on to, let's see if we can put them aside for the next 60 minutes and really take this time to connect to the mind, body, and breath. And once you feel ready, you can open your eyes. We're going to start as we warm up the spine, because as mentioned, we're going to have a lot of back bends today, so we want to make sure our spine is warmed up for that. So you're going to bring yourself up to the hands and knees and set up a tabletop position. I'm going to press play on the music. We have a great sort of romantic jazzy blend, and I hope you enjoy. So if you haven't already, knees under hips, hands under shoulders as we spread our fingers into our mat. Giving lots of pregnancy options today as well if those are needed. So this one here, we can always come back to a table position whenever we're on our belly, modifying that cobra and upward dog today. Now let's begin with cat stretch. As we round the spine, tilt the tailbone down, separate shoulder blades and tuck your chin in towards your chest. Feel a nice stretch through the back. And we're going to reverse the stretch into dog tilt. So we're going to arch the spine, tilt tailbone up towards the ceiling. Lift your heart and chin and look up. So feel that opening now through the front of your body. Now stay connected with the breath. As you exhale, round the spine into cat stretch. And as you inhale, arch the spine into dog tilt. Exhale, cat stretch. Inhale, dog tilt. So you can continue here with your breath, noticing how your back and spine is feeling today. As always, making sure everything feels good, that you never feel any discomfort or pain. So one more time, we'll exhale into cat stretch. And inhale to dog tilt. And as we exhale, coming back to neutral spine, let's set up for plank. Hands come right to the front of your mat. Have them still shoulder width as you spread your fingers. Pull the abdominals in now, so we pull belly in towards the spine. Chest can come forward, wrists, shoulders, elbows in line. And let's curl the toes, lift the knees. From plank, let's push the buttocks back to that downward dog. So now our tailbone is going to tilt up towards the ceiling. We're going to look right between the knees. Feeling that first stretching opening through the back of the legs. And at the end of your next exhalation, come up onto your toes, bend the knees, look between your hands, and step the feet through. Having your feet together. We're going to inhale to flat back, hands to shins, lift your heart, and look straight ahead. And then exhale, fold forward. Inhale, let's sweep the arms up, palms together, and then exhale, spine side forward. Inhale again to flat back, and then exhale, fold forward. Now you can bend your knees as much as needed as we set our hands for plank. Let's step back to plank and draw the abdominals in. From here to begin with, you can lower to knees. Exhale, chaturanga. Okay. Feel free to come all the way down. Pregnancy option, you can come back up into that table, uncurl the toes, inhale to cobra, and the pregnancy option, inhale to dog tilt. Now let's curl our toes into our mat, pull the abdominals in as we push back to downward dog. So now we're moving into our sun salutations as we start to heat up our body and getting our blood circulating. So at the end of your next exhalation, come up onto your toes, bend the knees, look between the hands, and step the feet through. Inhale to flat back. Exhale, forward. Inhale, sweep the arms up, palms together. Exhale, spine side forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward. Let's set those hands for plank. Now we can either step or we have the option to hop back to plank. You decide. Lower to the knees or for more, stay on the toes. Exhale, chaturanga. Control the body, squeeze the elbows in. Again, you can come all the way down and curl toes. Inhale to cobra. Unless the spine's ready for more, upward dog. Continue to push through the hands, engage the lower body, open the chest. Now let's curl our toes into our mat and push back to downward dog. So here, we spread our fingers into our mat and nod our chin in towards our chest. And at the end of your next exhalation, come up onto your toes, bend the knees, either step or hop the feet through. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward. Inhale, sweep the arms up, palms together. One more time. Exhale, spine side forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward, hands into mat. Either step or hop back to plank, knees or toes. Exhale, chaturanga. If coming to upward dog this time, you can come halfway down where we stay hovered using that core upper body strength, and then inhale to upward dog. Now let's curl our toes into our mat and push back to downward dog. So we can start to acknowledge how the rest of our body is feeling. Making sure to listen to your body. If you ever need to rest, you can sit back in a child's pose. And at the end of your next exhalation, come up onto your toes. Bend the knees, either step or hop the feet through. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward. Inhale, sweep the arms up, palms together, gaze sabe thumbs. Exhale, mounting pose. Now this time we're going to inhale, bend our knees, sweep the arms down and up, palms together. Exhale, spine side forward. Inhale, flat back, lift your heart. And then exhale, fold forward. Let's set our hands for plank. Either step or hop back to plank, knees or toes. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or upward dog, or remember that dog tilt if needed. And then exhale to downward dog. Then we'll inhale, bend our knees and take right foot through into lunge. Set our lunge, then we'll inhale, lift our heart, sweep the arms up into a back bend. And then exhale, arms sweep back as we interlace the fingers, squeeze the shoulder blades together, and open our chest. The arms lengthened, knuckles pressed down. Here we feel that first stretch across the chest, opening of the heart. Now fingers can release. Let's lean forward, set our hands for plank. Take right leg back to plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Then we'll inhale, bend our knees, and take left foot through into lunge. Set your lunge, then inhale, lift your heart, and begin to that back bend. And then exhale, arms sweep back, interlace fingers, squeeze the shoulder blades together, open your chest, arms lengthening, knuckles pressed down. So in that lunge, knee lining up with ankle, knee and toes are facing straight ahead. If we can, back leg is straight and strong. Now fingers can release. Let's lean forward, set our hands for plank. Take the left leg back to plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. So we start to feel now that warmth building in our body. At the end of your next exhalation, come up onto your toes. Bend the knees, either step or hop the feet through. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward. Once again, inhale, bend our knees. Sweep the arms down and up, palms together. Exhale, spine, side forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward, hands into mat. Either step or hop back to plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Then inhale, bend our knees, take right foot through into lunge. Set your lunge. Then inhale, lift your heart, sweep the arms up. And then exhale, arms sweep back, interlace fingers. Squeeze the shoulder blades together, arms lengthening, knuckles pressed down. And if you like this time, you can sink a bit deeper into that lunge. Then fingers release, lean forward, set our hands for plank. Take a right leg back to plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Then inhale, bend our knees, take the left foot through into lunge. Set your lunge, then inhale, lift your heart, sweep the arms up. Exhale, arms sweep back, interlace fingers. Squeeze the shoulder blades together, arms lengthening, knuckles pressed down. If you like again, sink a bit deeper into that lunge. Feel that heat into the legs. Big muscles fired up. Now fingers can release, lean forward, set our hands for plank. Take left leg back to plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. And at the end of your next exhalation, come up onto your toes, bend the knees, either step or hop the feet through. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward. One more time, inhale, bend your knees, sweep the arms down and up, palms together. Exhale, spine, side forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward, hands into mat. Either step or hop back to plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, bend our knees, take right foot through into lunge. Set your lunge. Inhale, lift your heart, sweep the arms up. Exhale, arms behind, interlace fingers. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Arms lengthening, knuckles pressed down. And sink deeper into that lunge. Fingers release, lean forward, set our hands for plank. Take right leg back to plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, bend our knees, take the left foot through into lunge. Set your lunge. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, arms behind, interlace fingers. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Arms lengthening, knuckles pressed down. And sink deeper into that lunge. That lower body strength today is going to help support your back bends. Important to have a good, strong foundation, and we're building that in our warm-up today. Fingers release, leaning forward, set your hands for plank. Take left leg back to plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Now, speaking of back bends, we're now going to come into camel pose. So for this back bend, let's lower our knees down to our mat. And feel free to keep those toes curled into your mat. So feet and knees are hip width apart. We're going to bring ourselves now up to the knees. If you're feeling any discomfort in your knees, there is the option of doing this standing, or maybe fold the front of your mat, so double up on the mat, or bring a blanket underneath the knees. You're going to squeeze your buttocks here. We're going to use that glute strength to support. And we're going to start as we bring the hands to the back of the pelvis, right to the buttocks. Squeeze your shoulder blades together, open your chest, using that flexibility through the front of the body. And we're going to push the pelvis forward. So the hips come forward over those knees. Now lift your heart, look up. Feel that baby back bend. Now, naturally, you have a lot more flexibility through the front of the body. You can take the hands and grab a hold of the heels. See how that feels today. Keeping the pelvis forward. And then there is the option to curl the toes, coming to the tops of the feet and bring the palms of the hands to the soles of our feet. Much more intense and takes a lot more flexibility. So keep squeezing those glutes, pressing pelvis forward, and breathing into your heart center. Inhale, we open heart, and then exhale, we soften and release any negative energy that we might be holding. Any sadness, anger, regret, let's release that all today. As you're still squeezing glutes, hands back to the buttocks. Use your strength as you look forward and come all the way back up. Once you come up, it's safe now to relax buttocks and hands can release. Let's counter pose, child's pose. Feet together, take your knees a bit wider apart and sit down to the heels. And then from here, leaning forward so our hands are in front. Go ahead and slide the hands forward and rest your forehead down to your mat. This should feel good for the lower back. And even the rest of our body where we can just relax and restore here. So feel free to close your eyes. Connect back to that nice smooth breath, in and out through the nose. In your time, you can open your eyes, lift your forehead, and come back up to the hands and knees. Bring those knees a bit closer in. So we set up for plank, so we know how to set the hands. We go to draw the abdominals in, bring the chest forward. Now curl your toes, lift your knees. And from that plank, let's push the buttocks back to downward dog. And at the end of your next exhalation, come up onto your toes, bend the knees, either step or hop the feet through. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward. Inhale, sweep the arms up, palms together. Exhale, mountain pose. Beautiful. We're now going to move into our standing poses. So we're going to begin with warrior two. So let's step that front foot back, pivot around, so you can face towards me. Now we're going to be taking our feet extra wide apart. You can have your right toes face forward to the right side, and the left toes are going to face straight ahead. So have a really good wide stance. Left leg stays straight and strong. Bend your left knee and sink into your lunge. Have your knee line up with the ankle. Now here, shoulders square facing towards me. Lift your heart and bring the arms up to a straight line shoulder height. Reach through the fingers and turn your gaze and look towards your right fingertips. So this is where we feel that inner strength, that bravery of a warrior. Feel those arms and legs working here to support. Now how about we take this into Sun Warrior? Left hand to the back of your left hamstring, reach the right arm up, reach for the ceiling, look up at your thumb. We like more working to the legs. You can sink deeper into the lunge. Needed a deeper back bend, slide that left hand further down towards your calf and open your heart to the ceiling. Of course, make sure that feels comfortable for your back. Use that core strength to support as we make our way back into Warrior Two. Yes. Hold here. And breathe. Now you can look towards me. Let's come up from that lunge and release the arms down. Let's try that now on the other side. So you can pivot that right foot in and turn your left toes facing towards the left side, so the back of your mat. And as that right leg stays strong, bend that left knee, knee lining up with ankle. So if it's going past, simply take your feet wider. You need more room to sink into that lunge. Heart facing forwards towards me. Beautiful. Bring those arms up to that straight line shoulder height. Reach through the fingertips. And from here you can turn your gaze and look towards your left fingertips. So Warrior Two now on the other side. How's this feeling for the body? In all areas working today. So working to strength, flexibility, and balance. A bit of a faster flow today will help create and maintain that internal heat. So yes, it's going to be a hot and maybe sweaty Valentine's Day here today. Let's take this to Sun Warrior. So stay in that lunge. Right hand to the back of your right hamstring. Reach that left arm up, reach for the ceiling. Look up at your thumb. More work is needed in the legs. Sink deeper into the lunge. A deeper back bend, slide a hand further down towards your calf and open your heart. Breathe here. Now let's make our way back into that Warrior Two. Yes, keep holding here. Keep reaching out through the fingers, lifting the heart, low and deep into that lunge. This is a good burning to the legs. Bring your gaze back to center, and you can come up from that lunge and release the arms down. Pivot your left foot back in. We're now going to come into a wide leg standing bend. So working on flexibility, stretching hamstrings, inner thighs, and groin. Now if your feet are really wide, just tick-tock them in a few inches closer. You want to have your second toes pointing straight ahead. And here in our wide leg standing bend, we're also going to stretch our chest, shoulders, and open the heart. A couple options. Just like before, you can take the hands behind, interlace the fingers, squeeze your shoulder blades together, open chest, arms lengthening, knuckles pressed down. We need a bit more at this point. Take the hands, reach, and grab a hold of opposite elbows. But make sure to also keep squeezing the shoulder blades in together to get that stretch. Now the last option is reverse prayer. So let me show you that option. I'll turn myself around so you'll be able to see. The hands are behind. Here, we rotate the hands so fingers are pointing up and the palms are together. And depend on the flexibility. A lot of flexibility in the chest and shoulders. Maybe slide the hands further up, squeezing shoulder blades together, opening the chest and pushing the palms actively together. There's always another option, especially on Valentine's Day. How about a heart? Showing some love, showing yourself some love. We deserve it. So once you settle into your option, I want you to inhale, open your heart, and then exhale from the hips, hinging forward. Rotate the pelvis, tilt the tailbone up to the ceiling, and look right between the legs. So here we now feel that stretch into the lower body. Keep squeezing shoulder blades together. If you're in that first option, keep your arms straight and fingers interlaced, but you can lift your arms up higher. You'll feel that stretch going into the chest, shoulders, as well as the biceps. Find that support even through both feet, all four corners. Even when we stretch, we need to have a strong foundation to support the body. Now from here, pull your abdominals in and squeeze your glutes. Use that strength to hinge all the way back up to standing. And from here, you can release now your hands, roll your shoulders, loosen up, shake the hands, and let's step it in. Time now to work on balance, setting up for tree pose. So we pull the abdominals in nice and tight for that core stability. You're going to keep your right foot grounded, and with a couple options, your left foot can come by the inner part of your ankle with the toes pointing down, so touching down. Other option, inner shin or to the inner thigh. So see where that foot needs to be placed today, and bring your hands to prayer at your heart center. Lengthen your spine, lift your heart. Find focus and balance. And once you have your balance, open your heart. Maybe even look up if you need that greater challenge. Now look forward, hands back to prayer. And from here, let's release and try that on the other side. So ground through the left foot, and we'll bring that right foot maybe to the same spot we had it on the other side. See if that's available for your body today. Hands back to prayer at your heart center. Lengthen your spine, lift your heart. Bring your focus back to that spot in the room. When you have your balance, open your heart and see if you're able to look up. Keep lifting your heart. Breathing into your heart center. You can look forward once again. Hands back to prayer. And from here, let's release. All right, we're gonna come back to the front of our mat to mounting pose. So when you're ready, at the front of your mat, bring your feet together, lengthen your body, lift your heart. Inhale, sweep the arms up, palms together. Exhale, spine side forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward, hands into mat. Either skip or hop back to plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. And we're going to be coming into king pigeon. So here in downward dog, let's sweep the right leg up. You can flex the foot, look between your hands, and bring that right knee forward. You're going to lower down to your mat behind right hand, and then you can lower the left knee and then curl the back toes. Okay, that left leg can slide back, nice and straight. Position yourself, if you can, onto the front of that thigh. And depending on the flexibility we have today, through that outer hip and glute, big muscle, deeper stretch, the right foot comes forward towards that left hand, or maybe eventually we can get that shin further parallel to the front of the mat. Okay? Here for that king pigeon, relaxing the lower body. We're going to open our heart and coming to another back bend. So here you can begin simply by pushing through the hands, lifting your heart and looking straight ahead. Okay, so if we're taking it easy on our back bends today, working and building that flexibility in the spine, you can stay here. If not, we can go further and take our hands out to the side, pushing through the finger pads and starting to find that back bend and deeper chest opener here. Really squeezing the shoulder blades together, looking up towards the ceiling. See how that feels. Now, if we're very comfortable with this option here, there is the option for that full king pigeon, all right? So if you'd like to join and try that with me today, you're gonna bend the left knee. You're gonna take your left hand, have the palm of your hand face up to the ceiling, keep it up, and grab a hold of the top of your foot, okay? So we'll make sure we got that correct grip. Now once we do, you're gonna bend your elbow into the side of the body, and then from here, you're gonna rotate the arm from the shoulder, keeping the elbow bent, and squaring yourself back up, so your heart faces to the ceiling. Now if that causes any discomfort, keep those fingers down, and keep your heart facing up to the ceiling, and this is perfectly fine as well. Okay? If you are holding to the foot, another option is to reach the other arm up as well and grab a hold of your foot. So you decide. Lots of options, but there's one that's going to work best for you, and that's the one you should take today. Now let's look forward. Hands can release. Lower the leg, bring those hands back in front, just where we started. Now we're going to relax into it. So come down onto the forearms. Pregnancy option, you might want to stay more lifted here. Everyone else, feel free if you'd like to cross your arms and rest forehead on top, or stretch the arms forward. Here, relax the body. Breathe into those hips. Now let's lift our forehead. Make your way back up to your hands and set them for plank. Okay, curl the back toes as you press the body up. Take that right leg back to plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. So now we're going to go to the other side. Let's sweep the left leg up, flex your foot, look between your hands and bring that left knee forward and lower down to your mat behind left hand. Then you can lower right knee, curl the back toes, slide that right leg further back, sink into that stretch. So that right knee, or that left knee stays over to the left side. We need that deeper stretch, left foot comes forward towards right hand. Maybe we'll try and see if we can get as far as we did for the other side. Relax the lower body. For that king pigeon, push through the hands, lift your heart so we get that opening. Okay, staying here today if needed. What we want to avoid is that collapsing down. Today we're focusing on the heart and opening everything up. Mostly our forward bends today are just counter poses for all the back bends and chest openers. Okay, going further, fingers out to the side, push through them and start to find that extension. So opposed to compress and just bend it back right away, start to lift your heart and then back bend. Maybe even taking those hands further back. And if we like that other option for the king pigeon, if we feel really comfortable with this, then you can take that right hand palm facing up, okay? That right knee, grab a hold of the top of your foot, all right? Make sure you got that grip. You draw the elbow right into the side of the body, and then from here, keep the elbow bent. You're gonna rotate from the shoulder. So you're in that back bend once again, square facing forward. Now from here, you can stay, all right? Or you can take the other hand, reach up and grab a hold. If it's a little much, you don't have to force it. You can keep that hand down. Just continue wherever you are to open your heart and breathe. Feel that good energy as you open your heart, allowing to receive. Now hand can release the lower arms and leg, and those hands come back in front. And from here, working your way down onto those forearms. Line across the arms, forehead and top, or stretch the arms forward. Here again, we relax. And let's lift your forehead and make your way up to those hands and set them for plank. Curl the back toes as we press up. Take that left leg back to plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. And now we're going to move into a few seated poses. So you can lower your knees down to your mat. And let's get off our hands and knees and bring ourselves around to sitting onto the buttocks. Sliding the legs forward. I lost my heart and it's not shiny anymore. But now I found my heart, and when it's connected and connected to the heart, guess what? When connected, it shines. Isn't that so true? When we're connected to ourselves, connecting to our heart, having that awareness, we're able to open up, we're able to shine. All about healing. And I'm hoping that you're already feeling a little lighter, more open. And by the end, we'll see. We'll see what happens. So let's start with a seated forward bend. You're going to come right up to the sitting bones, legs straight, feet flexed. Pregnancy option, all you need to do is simply take your legs wider apart. So not too many pregnancy options today because everything is just open at the front. Here, you can lean forward, whether you take hands or a yoga strap around the soles of your feet. Inhale, lift your heart, and then exhale, forehead towards toes. So a lot of length here in the spine. Should be feeling good for the lower back. Nice stretch for the back of the legs. Wonderful. Hands, strap and release. Come back up and lengthen your spine. And let's come into the single leg butterfly. So I think we'll start as we bend the right knee and bring that right foot to our left inner thigh. And then from here you can lean forward, take hands or that strap around the sole of your foot. Inhale, lift your heart, and then exhale, forehead towards toes. So you continue to feel that stretch to the back of the the left leg and into that right inner thigh and groin. And as we're drawing ourselves forward, draw the shoulders back, keep tension out of your neck. Now let's lift our heart and take this into an open twist. So that left hand can grab a hold of both ends of the strap or grab hold of the front of the foot. Other hand to hip. Inhale, lift your heart, and then exhale, twist open here. Continue to twist and look over the shoulder. Feels good, you can reach that other arm up, so straight line from one arm to another. Spread your fingers, look up at your thumb. You can look forward again, release that arm down, other hand can release. Go ahead and stretch that right leg forward, and we'll go to the other side. So let's bend that left knee and that left foot to the right inner thigh. As we lean forward, hands or strap around the sole of your foot. Inhale, lift your heart, and then exhale, forehead towards toes. Now we feel that stretch in through the back of the right leg. That opening into left inner thigh, groin. Now let's lift your heart, coming to that open twist. So that right hand to belt or the top of the foot, left hand to hip. Inhale, lift your heart, and then exhale, twist open, continue to twist, look over your shoulder. Just good, extend that arm, reach, spread the fingers, look up at your thumb. Really work this twist. Every time you inhale, lift your heart up higher, and as you exhale, twist a little deeper. Feel that rotation in the spine. So this is an open twist, which makes it pregnancy option friendly. If we're pregnant, we just want to avoid the closed twist, just so we're not compressing the belly. As we look forward, lower that arm and then twist. Other hand can release and stretch that left leg forward. One more time with that seated forward bend. On those sitting bones, legs straight, feet flexed. Hands or belt around the soles of your feet. Inhale, lift your heart. And then exhale, forehead towards toes. And let's lift your forehead, hands can release, and back up. Lengthen spine, lift your heart. And we're now going to come into lotus flower. Definitely flowers make me think of Valentine's, not just heart. So I'm going to turn myself, and if you'd like, you can face towards me as well, just so you're able to see me a little bit better here and what's happening with the legs. So we're going to start with the right side. That means we're going to tuck the right leg in first, then the left. You can sit with the legs crossed. See how the hips are feeling at this point. We've already gave them one good stretch in pigeon pose. So they might feel a little more open. And if that is the case, you can come to that half lotus, bring your left foot onto right thigh. Any discomfort in the knees, it might be a little much. If that is the case, sit with the legs crossed. Last option is full lotus, where you can then bring right foot onto left thigh. Sit nice and tall. Inhale, lift your heart. And exhale, lean you forward, bring those hands in front. You're gonna feel a deeper stretch into the lower body. If not, you need more, keep walking the hands forward. Lower your belly, chest, and forehead. Sometimes the hips can be an area that we hold a lot of emotional tension. So if that is an area that we hold our emotional tension, all this stretching today and releasing will help release that emotional stress. Which in the end, by the end of the class, you'll feel more relaxed. Feeling a lot lighter and more free. As we lift our forehead, walk the hands back in, across the legs, slide them forward, and shake them out. And let's set up for the other side. So tuck your left leg in, then the right. See how we are on this side? If you're coming to half lotus, bring that right foot onto left thigh. And for that full lotus flower, you can then bring left foot onto right thigh. Settle in, inhale, lift your heart, and then exhale, hold it forward, hands in front. Okay, see how we feel with this? You need more? Go ahead, walk the hands forward, lower belly, chest, and forehead. Lift your forehead, walk the hands back in, cross the legs, slide them forward, and give them that shake. So now we're going to move into a few inversions. Inversions improve circulation and blood flow to the heart as we flip our body upside down, where your heart is going to be higher up than your head. Now, if you're pregnant, you probably don't want to join with these inversions today, unless you've been practicing inversions in your pregnancies before, then okay, listen to your body. But if this is your first pregnancy and you're a little unsure, then feel free to stay with a couple more seated poses, and then you can join us on your back later when you feel ready. Okay, our first inversion is going to be shoulder stand. So you can turn and face side on and have a lot of room behind you. As we're going to begin here, see if this headband stays on. We're going to begin with rocks to prepare the spine, and this is going to give a nice massage for your back. Pregnancy option if you'd like. You can come back to where we started with that tabletop position, going into the cat and cow. And that's one way that you can improve your circulation and work on that flexibility of the spine. Now, I'll be showing two options for shoulder stand. So the first option, you're going to be laying on your back, arms at your sides, palms into your mat, and you're going to extend your legs up towards the ceiling. Okay, so legs are straight, toes point up, and this is the first option. The second option is the full shoulder stand. You're going to need to take your hands on that rock and grab a hold of the back of your rib cage. So you're supporting yourself, being safe. You're going to tuck those elbows, upper arms in closer, and walk the hands further up your back as far as you can go. So from here, position yourselves in that vertical position as toes point to the ceiling. Okay, so the waves resting on upper arms and shoulders, not on the back of your neck. Okay, if you don't feel stable here, then just coming to that first option, reposition yourself till you do. As we hold here, blood traveling down towards our heart so the heart doesn't have to work as hard. Even the heart needs a break every once in a while. So this is a pose that offers that. Might start to feel a little bit of tingling sensation into the legs of the feet, feeling that blood flow traveling down. And shoulder stand can be held for a couple of minutes. Sometimes this is a nice yin pose where you have your legs up on the wall. That's a great pose to practice. In our vinyasa practice today, we won't be holding this as long. We're actually going to transition into plow. Now your option here is to stay with that shoulder stand, but for plow, you can keep the legs straight, hinged from the hips. You're going to start to bring flexion to the spine, so your back is going to start to round. You'll feel a stretch across the upper back. Just ease into it, relax and breathe softly. You can continue to support yourself with those hands. And with greater flexibility, toes will be able to touch down to your mat. If they're able to touch down, you do have the option to walk the feet hip width apart, bending your knees down towards your ears, which might eventually be able to touch down to your mat. You can also take the arms when we hug the back of the knees in. Now, if you are hugging the back of the knees, then you can bring your hands back to your rib cage, straighten out knees, and walk feet back together. Here in plow, draw your abdominals in, arms to your sides, hands into your mat. We're going to use that strength and to support, slowly and safely roll it down, vertebra by vertebra, where you'll find yourself into that first option, a shoulder stand. And from here, we can all bend our knees. You can hug them in, and just rocking side to side, massage through the lower back. That's coming to a spinal twist. Lower your feet down to your mat. Open arms out, straight line, shoulder height, palms gaze up to the ceiling. So that heart open, you can take your right leg, cross it over the left, crossing tightly. And then we're going to lower the knees down to the right side, or left side, should I say. So we're twisting through the spine. Still keeping arms, shoulder blades grounded. You can continue to twist, turn your gaze, and look towards your right fingertips. You can close your eyes. This is one of those twists where you can feel that support from the ground, that we're able to let go, get more relaxed. You can bring your head back to center. And as the knees come back up, untwist, uncross the right leg and cross over your left. Crossing tightly. And then you can lower the knees down to the right side, twisting through the spine. Turn your gaze and look towards your left fingertips. Let's bring our head back to center. And you can bring the knees back up and twist. Cross that left leg. Draw knees to chest, hug them in, rock it side to side. And coming into one last inversion and one last back bend. Bridge or wheel. So let's start as we set our feet into our mat, hip width apart. Ankles in line with knees, toes point straight ahead. For bridge, you're going to squeeze the buttocks, use the strength through the glutes, back side of the body, and lift your pelvis all the way up towards the ceiling as far as you can, and slide those arms in, interlace fingers. The arms are straight. You're going to need to position yourself right up to the upper arms and shoulders by squeezing shoulder blades together. So you're pushing your shoulders, upper arms down, and you can lift your pelvis up higher to deepen that stretching opening. Now if you like a deeper back bend, you can come to wheel instead. So if you're coming to wheel, down on your back, you can set your hands into your mat alongside ears with the elbows facing up. So really solid through the hands and feet, good foundation. You're going to squeeze your buttocks. You can push through the hands and feet. Start by coming up on top of your head. And when you're ready, you can push all the way up to that wheel. Keep pushing through that foundation, engaging lower body. Even stretch your throat, maybe look down between the palms of your hands. Noticing how this last back bend and chest opener is feeling in your body. Breathing into your heart. Inhale, lifting higher. And if you are in wheel, we need you to come down. Make sure it's slowly and safely. Down on the top of your head. Put your chin in, lower your back and head down. And if wheel, you can release the fingers and tuck your upper arms and shoulders and slowly roll it down. Once we come down, knees to chest, hug them in and rock it side to side. Maybe this time you want to lift your heart up, forehead towards knees, massaging in through the center back. Lower your head down, arms, release, and let's come into reclining butterfly. Heels closing towards buttocks. You can allow the knees to part open, soles of your feet together. One last opening here for hips, inner thighs, and groin. The arms can open back out wide, palms gaze up to the ceiling. Or for a little more, there's cactus arms, elbows shoulder height, fingers face back. Take the position that the back of your hands are able to rest into the floor. Feel free to close your eyes. Finding relaxation in this pose. Finding that soft breath again, in and out through the nose. Now as the eyes open again, and bring our knees back together. And the legs can now slide forward a bit further apart. Slide the arms down to your sides. Draw shoulders down from your ears. Palms of your hands gaze up towards the ceiling. As we move now into our relaxation and meditation, pregnancy option if you like, you can stay seated Or the other option is to rest into a fetal position instead. Okay, so you can make any sort of modifications here which feel best for your body at this point. If you're pregnant, you don't want to be resting on your back for too long. So if you want to just take a minute there, that's fine. But you wouldn't want to take an extended amount of time resting on your back. Okay. So as we settle in, shoulders draw away from ears. Okay. Close your eyes. Soften eyelids. Relax your jaw. For today's meditation, we're going to move into a heart chakra meditation. And the heart chakra is where we hold our love and compassion for ourselves and others. So here, as we bring that focus to our fourth chakra, the color of this heart chakra is green. So we can imagine a green light. And we're going to bring our focus to the palms of our hands. And with our palms, we're going to imagine a golden light. And with this golden light, it offers warmth, release, and comfort. So here I invite you to take the palms of your hands, that golden light, and bring it onto your heart center, your fourth chakra. And feeling that warmth. And allowing that energy of that golden light to expand. Feeling that energy run out through the crown of your head, down to the legs and out of the toes. Feel that comfort, that warmth, that kind, loving energy. This energy is inside of you. You carry it. And as that energy continues to warm your heart center, it allows that green light to shine brighter. And as that green light shines brighter, it pushes negativity, sadness, depression out of your body. Allows you to start to feel ease, that comfort, openness, and love. Love for yourself and for others. Like you can bring your arms back down to your sides. Continue to focus on that green light as it circles around your heart center and shines brighter with each breath. Continue to breathe into your heart center. Inhale, open. And exhale, let go. Let go of anything that does not serve you well. Breathe in all that you need to be able to heal, to be able to open back up, and allow for love. Into some belly breathing here. This way of breathing is a great way to release any anxiety we might be feeling still within our body. So we're going to start with a deep inhale through the nose, expanding lungs, rib cage, and the belly. We can exhale either out through the nose or mouth. And next time on the inhale, I want you to take in as much air as possible, really fully expanding the belly and holding that breath just for a few seconds. And then exhale out slowly. Let's do that 2 more times, really taking your time on that exhale. Exhale. Wiggle your fingers and toes. Bring movement back to your body. And draw knees to chest. Hug them in. Rock it side to side one last time. Give yourself a great big hug for taking that time to honor your mind, body, and spirit. Keeping your eyes closed, you can roll over to your favorite side into a fetal position. And then getting your time, you can slowly make your way up to sitting. Cross our legs, hands on knees, palms gaze up. Lengthen your spine and allow your heart to lift. And acknowledge that change in your mind and body. We'll end our practice today with a few affirmations of love and kindness. Ones that will continue to open your heart chakra and make you feel loved and empowered. So if you like, you can repeat after me. I am worthy. I am brave. I am strong. I am beautiful. And I am loved. Now let's bring our hands to prayer at our heart center. Thank you so much for sharing your practice with me here today. Namaste. And happy Valentine's Day to you. Thank you so much again for joining me. Enjoy the rest of your day. And thank you once again. Take care.